Shaftesbury is again gold winner in the regional South and South East Britain in Bloom competition in the town centre category. On Tuesday, volunteers picked up the award from judges at Wisley. There are some interesting ideas about how Shaftesbury could evolve its floral displays and potentially build on the ambition to create an orchard town, making more use of trees. I caught up with David Pearson from Shaftesbury in Bloom. He says the volunteers who travelled to the Royal Horticultural Society's base near Woking had no idea our town had taken gold again after achieving that top result in 24 and the silver gilt honour in the national competition last year.
We didn't know anything. I believe Derek knew, but obviously sworn to secrecy. Chances are we'll possibly get invited into the big one next year. You can't do it 2 years consecutively, apparently. But I think as a gold winner, I think we might be given an opportunity.
You think Shaftesbury would be in the West of England region? It's not. It's in the South East category. David says that's strange, and it means that some well-funded communities are in competition.
And I'm quite dumbfounded why we're South and South East. We must be right on the borders of the Southwest. But when you think of the geographical area we are judged in, if you like, you know, you've got Royal Tunbridge Wells, you've got Arundel Castle Gardens, Fareham. There's some big communities and big councils. I mean, I don't know how much Royal Tunbridge Wells much put into it, but they won an awful lot yesterday with gardens, crematoriums, town centre, large town centre. But I'm sure that, you know, and by the number of people who attended on their behalf, you know, there were some 4, 6, 8 people from those regions, and Lord Mayors as well, including their, you know, chain of office. So they do put a lot of money and time and effort into it. We do what we have to do, and we get a lot of support from the town, from the local businesses, from charitable trust. The carnival have been very supportive. So we do very well.
I guess the difference is that everybody sort of mucks in together in Shaftesbury. You noticed that. I mean, you mentioned the carnival. That's a classic example because when we had the event with the ball drop on Gold Hill, there were people from Bloom there who were giving up their time helping out with some of the organisation of that event. And everybody just mucks in together, don't they? It's not kind of silo working.
No, it's not. I mean, Rich does a great job with the carnival, and we were invited, and some volunteers from our organisation as well as others obviously give up their time and trying to attend various events to give the support. And last year in particular, we were, you know, well supported by them and ended up with a very nice cheque at the end of their season, and for a vote of thanks for all the work and support we've given. So, and we like to do the same for the town. But we are very well supported. We've got a good group of volunteers. And I think the important thing, Kerry, is that we're often pushed to go larger. You know, we're sort of classed as town centre. They want us to go into a small town, but it would push the boundaries down Salisbury Street, down right out on the A30 towards the other side of Royal Chase roundabout. Would be going up Grosvenor Road. But we couldn't, I don't personally think we could cover that and do a good enough job. I think we need to concentrate on the town centre, try and change, improve, bring something new, and, you know, hopefully keep on getting some good results.
It sounds like you're not happy with it when you say it like that, David. Are there things you want to improve or change?
Oh yeah. I think there's more work to be done in the car parks. You know, some of those beds need some attention and need some work, and I just think that again, with the way the judging goes, we tend to have judges that we know or they know us, and when they come year after year, they can remember, they do remember what they saw, and they're looking for change. And I'm just conscious that as a group, we need to be aware of that and start looking at trying to improve some of the areas, make a difference. Alison referred to it in her comments to you about sustainability, and we're just constantly trying to change but improve to suit the rules and regulations of the Britain in Bloom and the RHS.
Although Shaftesbury and Bloom doesn't receive money from the town council, David says he's grateful for the town hall's support.
The town, I felt, was a lot cleaner this year, which is an important factor. But I'd like to do some more work in the Angel Lane car park and Bell Street car park, just to improve those beds, make them a little bit more colourful, a little bit more sustainable, and just again enhance the town.
Now, it is a town centre competition you're going in for, that category, but it does go a bit broader with the community because you take people down into St James as well and the hospital as well.
That's right. Within the judging criteria, there's a section called In Your Neighbourhood, and you have to nominate those when you apply, put your application in. And we nominated Swans Yard, the Abbey View Medical Centre, and what we call St James, which is the Memorial Garden and the school in particular. And then they're not judged separately; they have to be included on the route. But we will get a separate report and information on how they did and what the judges felt maybe could be improved, or and hopefully in our case they were very, very satisfied. There was a major turnout in terms of volunteers at all of those sites, and I think that impressed, and I think that adds to our overall offer and probably enhances our offer and gave us the result we achieved yesterday.
And I guess what looks good, you had volunteers, people from Wessex Fire and Electrical who were at Chubb's house transforming the garden behind there. They were taken on the tour, they met the judge from Britton and Bloom, so you get to see there's different groups working on separate projects that all come together to kind of work towards the town being full of flowers and full of pollinating plants.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we're very fortunate, and that we get those that level of support, but obviously the people who are running things like Chubb's House, Memorial Garden, obviously are very strong horticulturally and bring a lot to their community and the offer, if you like. And we're very fortunate that we're well supported by a lot of things in the town. As I said, the Charitable Trust in particular give us a lot of support, and then obviously we can call on a number of people. The carnival people help us to put the troughs that are up above floor level. They give us a lot of help to do that and take them down, as well as being supportive in many other ways.
So you've got a special evening coming up soon where you're going to give thanks to everybody that's done a little bit, because it's all the constituent parts of the whole sum, isn't it? Everybody gets to know who has done whatever they can to make the whole overall impression more impactful.
Yes, we've got that coming up on the 12th of November, 6 o'clock in the Shaston Club, and we invite all the volunteers, obviously people from in your neighbourhood. So there'll be people from the Memorial Hospital, Abbey View, Swans Yard, the Memorial Garden, the school. Some of the children will come with a headmaster. We included Queen Mother's Garden this year as well, which was well received. And we're also going to ask some of the sponsors, for people who sponsor us on the roundabouts and in the car parks, to come along as well this year and try and make it a little bit different and give thanks. And also, when Derek organises certificates and they get handed out to obviously the various organisations just as a thank you, and then culminate in the fact that we've been successful again, and hopefully we'll continue their support for years to come.
David and his team will be trying to think up special ideas to mark a milestone event next year.
I believe next year is our 50th anniversary, or the 50th anniversary of Shaftesbury and Bloom. So we've got something to work towards, and obviously try and put on an extra special display if we can.
If somebody's got deep pockets and gave you a load of money, what would you do? If you won, I don't know, the lottery as Shaftesbury and Bloom, what would you do?
Well, one of our long-standing members and a stalwart of the town has got an idea about putting some large tubs, I mean, seriously large tubs with trees in them, and looking at the two main parts of the town, obviously around the town hall, the commons, and down by the post office, where there's some significant areas where we could probably put something like 4-foot square planters with trees in. That's a thought. He's seen them on his travels, and obviously takes a mental note and photographs and trying to enhance it maybe that way. That would give us maybe all-round colour, and obviously trees and sustainability and those issues, the environment. It's something that's been kicked around. It's a difficult question, Kerry, how far we go. But I think, again, it's a case of the move maybe from less to less blooms. But obviously other plants and other greenery in the town, if you like, to maybe enhance it all year round rather than just the summer blooms and then obviously a little bit of winter planting.
Well done. It's a reward that you should rightly have for all the work that all the volunteers have done, and the town does just look fantastic. It's great bringing people in the height of summer, because you know that they're going to see something that's not seen in very many towns up and down this country. So well done, David, for all of your team.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help and support as well, Kerry, and thanks to everybody in the town for the support. Thank